Okay, to double check where we should start, whether we should start our graph up here or down here, we can plug in a value for x that's to the left of our furthest left root. So let's go ahead and solve for f of -7. We get -7 times -1 squared times -5 to the 4th times -12 to the 3rd. Well, the important thing is our sign. So we get a negative number times a positive number, because anything squared is positive, times another positive number because we have it to the 4th power, times a negative number. Well, a negative times a positive times a positive times a negative will be positive. So we're starting our graph up in positive land and coming down to the -6. We know that we bounce, so we bounce back up, come down to the -2, we bounce again, come down to 0 where we cross, come back up to our other root at 5 where we also cross. And that's the sketch. Alright, how about example 5? Given this graph, come up with one possible equation for the graph. Try it on your own if you want to, and then resume the video when you're ready to see the solutions. Alright, for this graph we see that we have roots at -12, 0, at 3, 0, and at 15, 0. So f of x has the following factors of x plus 12, x minus 3, and x minus 15. Now don't forget to check that where we bounce and cross. At 3, 0 we are bouncing, and at the other ones we cross. Meaning x minus 3 needs to have an even multiplicity. You can pick 2, you can actually pick any even number and that would be fine. And then the other factors need to have an odd multiplicity. And that's it. Example 6. Function h is a 4th degree function with roots at x equals -8, x equals -3, and x equals 7, which has a multiplicity of 2. The function passes through the point 3, 20. Define the function h. Well, if we have roots at x equals -8, x equals -3, and x equals 7, which has a multiplicity of 2, then we have the following factors: x plus 8, x plus 3, and x minus 7, which will be squared. So we get h of x equals x plus 8, x plus 3, x minus 7 squared. Now, the important thing to remember is that we could multiply all of these factors by some number out front, -2, 20, 15, 6 billion, and it won't change the roots. So we leave a variable a. But what we'll do next is we'll take the point 320 and plug that in for x and y. So we get 20 equals a times 3 plus 8 times 3 plus 3 times 3 minus 3 squared, which equals a times 11 times 6 times -4 squared. We get 20 equals a times 66 times 16. 20 equals a times 1056. So a equals 20 over 1056. Meaning our function is h of x equals 20 over 1056